Philosopher, not a slave in an unmarked grave that the government decided to pave so we could not save. No more Indian, no identity. Apples and Macs, computers not computing. Life of a student with no vision at that Mount Pigeon. In the middle of a monsoon, every drop insecure in my vision. God is God and he has no religion. This my part.
So, this is the only story that explains the missing link between our so-called and flawed evolution theory. We didn't evolve. We got genetically tampered with in the Garden of Eden, that is the laboratory or controlled zone of ancient times. Yup, the Garden of Eden in Bible is derived from the Sumerian tablets Eden, predating it thousands of years. The Garden of Eden was a zone where they did genetic modifications to the existing humanoids to create an intelligent race who would do their mining for them. Thus, Adamu was created by mixing the essence of the Anunnakis with the existing humanoids to create Homo sapiens.
Good morning, good afternoon. If you're going to sleep, good night. This one of them conversations that everybody talk about, but the details always get thrown off a little bit. If you know something about it, leave a comment in the bottom. Tell me what you know. If you heard something different, leave a comment in the bottom. Tell me what you heard. I think there's no better place to start in the beginning. So let's rewind back and go to the beginning.
The Sumerian tablets. I would not have given the Sumerian tablets much weight, but there are some scientific facts now admitted by science that give great credibility to the creation story told in the Sumerian tablets. You might have heard the word Anunnaki before. It is a word used in Sumerian tablets to describe aliens, to put it simply. It means people from heavens, or those who came from above, or the gods from heavens. The translations differ in structure and wording, but do not differ in meaning or what they imply. Anunnakis are beings who came to earth from heavens. And in the old days, heavens was just a word used for space.
I swear I love stuff like this, man. Stuff like this is why I get up in the morning. Let me know if you love it too. If you like it and you just as excited as I am about finding out stuff like this or hearing about it or having debates with your friends, let me know.
Sumerian tablets, in which these Anunnakis have played the role of gods. I have used the word gods with lowercase g, because these beings have been mistaken by many to be the gods of planet Earth. They are not. These beings came down on Earth for a purpose. That purpose is speculated by many in different ways. But it is clear from the Sumerian tablets that they were here to mine some materials. And it was a labor of extreme intensity, and was taking them very long time. But the brunt of it was taken by the working class of these Anunnaki beings called Igigi. Yup, working class. Funny how this concept is still being played out on planet Earth to this day. Anyways, the Igigi had been going hard at labor for a long time, and finally had enough. They rebelled against the ruling class, the pantheon of the Anunnaki so-called gods, and demanded to be assisted in one way or another. This is where the creation story of mankind as we know it begins. Which explains why we have so much so-called junk DNA. Which is not junk, but deactivated DNA. And our chromosome 2 has been spliced and fused. That is not a natural phenomenon. Thus, these DNA anomalies in mankind give tremendous credibility to the creation story of the Sumerian tablets. And funny how the Garden of Eden produced the first thinking man, Adamu. Eerily similar to name Adam.
Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree in the comments below. Subscribe. Give me a like.
Leader of these beings. And he has two sons, Enlil and Enki, who were present on planet Earth, while Anu ruled from heavens. His sons Enlil and Enki decided to play with the existing humanoids of planet Earth with genetic modifications to create the Homo sapiens. Yes, existing humanoids. They didn't create us. That is why they are not our creators. They masqueraded as gods, but are beings of flesh and blood. But their godliness is still being upheld to this day.
Man, I think that's a good place to stop. I think that's a good place right there. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. Like, subscribe. Let me know. Next episode. Philosopher, not a slave in an unmarked grave that the government decided to pave so we could not save. No more Indian, no identity. Apples and Macs, computers not computing. Life of a student with no vision at that Mount Pigeon. In the middle of a monsoon, every drop insecure in my vision. God is God and he has no religion. This my part.
is not the backwardness of the Bushmen, but our advancement, for it is now recognized that in the normal course of evolution, man should still be typified by the Bushmen and not by us. It took man some 2 million years to advance in his tool industries from the use of stones, as he found them, to the realization that he could chip and shape stones to better suit his purposes. Why not another 2 million years to learn the use of other materials, and another 10 million years to master mathematics and engineering and astronomy? Yet here we are, less than 50,000 years from Neanderthal man, landing astronauts on the moon. The obvious question, then, is this: did we and our Mediterranean ancestors really acquire this advanced civilization on our own?